Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're working on a Murray riding mower. This is an older mower, but these older mowers are very hardy and they last forever and they're easy to work on. So we're going to go ahead and check it out today and go through it and see if we can get it running again and get it back out mowing again. This mower has a Briggs & Stratton engine on it, and already after looking at it, it looks like the fuel line is hanging off of the side here. It's not even hooked up. The fuel filter just laying there on the side, so it's probably going to need some kind of carburation done to it. But we're going to go ahead and check it out and see what it needs and if we can save it. And then probably going to have to put a new battery in it because the battery date code is dated 2023, so it's been sitting for a while. But we're going to roll it outside here and hose it off before we get started. So next we're going to test the battery just to see if maybe it will hold a charge. So we're going to test it with our battery load tester. So we have our negative hooked up to our negative side. Now we're going to hook up the positive to the positive side. So it's coming up saying that the battery is bad. So we may need to replace the battery. Even though the battery was saying that it was bad, it wasn't completely dead on our battery load bank. So what we're going to do is charge it up while we're doing something else. So we're just putting it on the battery charger at 12 volt, 10 amp. We're going to let it charge while we're doing another job. So we'll be back in a little bit and let you know if it actually is holding a charge. So the battery on this mower is pretty much junk, but it is charging just a tiny bit. So we're going to see if we have enough juice to just turn the engine over to see if the starter's working or if it'll crank over at all. I'm going to hold the brake lever down while one of the guys turns the key switch. All right, that's a good sign. So at least the engine turns over. So now we'll have to get a new battery. We'll have to get a new battery to definitely to get it running, but we're going to try to maybe squirt a little bit of carb cleaner into the carburetor real quick. Okay, go ahead and crank it over. Let's see what happens here. All right, it has possibility. Next, we're going to pull the bottom solenoid off and take the bowl off the carburetor because we're kind of curious to see what the inside of the carburetor is going to look like. So we don't really know the full history on this machine. The customer said it's been sitting, but it doesn't have any fuel in the tank. So the customer may have tried to winterize it. That might be why the fuel line's off. We don't really know. but it is missing the piece that goes to the carburetor. And when it sits, the hood is on it, but there still could get debris. Debris can still get into the carburetor. So we're just going to pull the bowl off real quick and just take a look at the bottom of the carburetor to see what is in there. It'll give us a good idea. Oh wow, pretty clogged up. So that'll give us a good idea of what the inside of the carburetor is going to look like. So that is very corroded. So with this mower sitting for quite a while, we may just end up putting a new carburetor on it because that looks really bad. I mean, that's really rusted and corroded, but we'll pull the carburetor off and see, what we can do with it. And if not, then we'll order a new carburetor. They have a clamp over here holding this breather tube on. So I'm going to take the clamp off. And then we're using a 7/16 socket to remove the carburetor. It is really on there. Oh, yeah, we gotta undo that too. Sorry about that. I forgot about the little nuts right here. We're gonna take those off. And those we're gonna use a 8mm socket to take these off because they're threaded. They're threaded here, but there's also a nut right there on the bolt, and then it's threaded into the intake manifold. There we go. All right, we're gonna take the carburetor over to our bench and see if we can pop it apart here. So the bowl of this carburetor is held on by 2 screws that have a Phillips head on there, but they are very, very tight on there. So what I had to do was use a pair of vice grips to loosen them because I didn't want to strip out the top of the screw. But I was able to loosen them there. And maybe we'll be able to use our screwdriver for the rest of it. Oh yeah, it's really rusted. Look at that. Yeah, it's pretty clogged. I don't know if you can see in there, but there is rust all the way through. Picked up, but we're going to try to clean it and see what happens. But a new carburetor really isn't that expensive on this mower, so we may just end up replacing it. And the new carburetor comes with the solenoid, so it's going to definitely need a new solenoid because that is very clogged up. So to be safe, because the solenoid is, they call it an anti-backfire solenoid, so it's supposed to help with the backfiring. This thing is pretty clogged. I mean, there's a lot of gunk in here. But we'll see. We'll just go ahead and clean this out and see if we're able to salvage it. We're going to go ahead and put this in our parts cleaner, and then we'll be back to see you in a little bit. So after taking a closer look at the solenoid, I think we're just going to order a new carburetor because this thing isn't even moving like it should. Or we'll see if maybe we can order just a solenoid, but we'll see what the better option is, because this thing is very, very dirty. So all of this sediment and rust is going to be inside the jets of the carburetor. So sometimes you can't clean them out. So we're going to go ahead and try. So we have a kind of a funny story, because when we purchased this mower, we were under the assumption that it needed a new starter because it came with a brand new starter assembly. So that's why we've been charging the battery and trying to get to see if we have enough power just to test the starter assembly. So this battery is holding enough charge, but it's not a reliable battery, so we will need to replace it. But it's enough to test the electrical on this mower for now. So the starter assembly is engaging properly and it's working properly. So this starter, we don't need the starter, but this starter assembly, after looking at it, doesn't even fit this engine. But we might be able to use it later for something else. So after looking at the carburetor and cleaning out the carburetor, we've decided that we're going to just order a new carburetor assembly, because we can get an aftermarket carburetor assembly with the solenoid for the same price that we can get an OEM solenoid for this carburetor. So we're going to go ahead and order an aftermarket carburetor with the solenoid, and we're going to see how that goes. So that'll be here in a few days. So when we get that, and then we'll also get a new battery so we can fully test this mower. When we get the parts in, then we'll come back and assemble the carburetor and go from there. All right, so we got the old mower running. So we got the new carburetor put on and installed, and it mounted up just fine, and it works just great. And the mower drives and it runs. We took it out in the yard and drove it around. The only problem we're having with it right now is that when we go to engage the blades, it wants to stall out. So we'll do a separate video of checking out the blades to see what's going on with the blades and why it's stalling out. But for now, this is where we're going to end the video. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.